The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year, they rolled through and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Tahini Fairbairn set to kick off.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Throwing right away is Williams. Pass caught by Burden. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
On the pickup.
You talk about this Rams defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? Or what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
They'll go play action here with Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Hey, let's go.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And a good burst there, gets him 7 up to midfield.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll empty the backfield. A 5-receiver set on 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Buffalo 18 Cardinal, 18, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And the Rams at 500, sitting at 5-5. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Got him in on the right sideline. That's Ferguson. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
19 tight, not.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
At the Bears' 1-yard line.
Ready.
That's caught at the 2. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn. Been good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Chicago.
Looking to throw is Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Straight ahead, ETN. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And the tight end goes in motion left. To throw, Williams. Trying to fit it in the middle, but it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Still a couple of yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
7-5, trap 50, trap 50. Let's go now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he fires one incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Second and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw. Mathis. And this one's incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Dragon 60. Cougar 19. Go.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
It's a gain of 21.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First down and goal to go.
The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Okay, ready? Set. 70 Lions. Ready?
Quick throw complete. Touchdown! Puka Nacua with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Fairbairn again with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Bears nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick
So
off.
after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Throwing is Williams. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete.
Williams pass.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
45-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
He was taken down.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
3rd and 9 here.
Cougar 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Rams take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. This one deep into the landing zone, returnable from the 2-yard line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I'll overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He got his man complete. Still going. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Rome Odunze, 74 yards. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
21. Bears 7.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
On the ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
That's good for a Rams first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And they'll bring this one inside the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
8 yards.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second and a couple.
Here we go. Here we go. 68. Go.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. On this one, and they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Third down.
His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Gain of 6. And the Rams first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Check. Bronco 80. Buffalo 18.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
It's a gain of 21
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
70. Ready?
They'll run with Mitchell. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And who's got it? The defense does. They recover it in the end zone. That'll be a touchback, and the scoring opportunity turned away. They'll start on the ground here on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
28-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, again to Mitchell. And down inside the 40 at the 38. Given 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd
And remember, this is a running back that fumbled on the previous drive, but fortunately for them, nothing came of it. And I think when that happens, sometimes coaches can lean a little more on forgive and forget. So he's right back out there and running again.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Mathis. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 25-yard line.
Ready? Come on, come on.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ready, set.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
60. 18, 5, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Mathis. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bison, trap 60, trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll look to throw here for 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You know, he's been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Here's 2nd and 10.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Operating from the gun. Mathis. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. Fairbairn able to put this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Fairbairn set to kick off.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Mathis. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Playing success in this game already. 2 touchdown catches, but that was a very dangerous throw. But you have to understand, with 2 catches already for touchdowns, they're going to try and force it to him at times as well.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Back to throw. Mathis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Man, and he hits it in stride. And he's going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready?
Pass complete there in the core. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he's dropped just before the end of the game. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
19, Charger, 19. Here we go, Buffalo 18. Ready?
Looking to throw. Mathis. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. Puka Nacua from 3 yards out. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Rams 31. Bears 7. Kaimi Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To the air, Williams. And will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with a pass through the air. Nice chunky yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 50-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
That's taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try to take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. And the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, here's Williams. This is intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you
rush coming in, he's taken down. Jaquan Brisker getting sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in them is not fully merged.
And they'll find some room to get this out to about the 14. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd down and 13. And now they'll shift things around.
19. Warriors 70, Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Bears! Colston Loveland, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now.
Rams 31, Bears 14.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going to pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Running left, here's Mitchell.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
This offense so far on third down, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Mathis. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
That's good for a Rams.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
18 Cardinal, 18.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man in the comeback.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 2nd and 9 now.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Kyron Williams.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Rams would like to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
ETN up the middle.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take a run. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. And there's the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
70 Timberwolves.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mathis.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the race.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Panther and left, Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Mathis. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
Alert! Alert! Let's go! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go!
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 6.
Here we go. Let's go.
On the counter, here's Williams. Down to 25. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3rd and 2.
Now let's go.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Viking, 79 Broncos, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hey, smash. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Mathis. And that will be incomplete.
The 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run the full playbook no downfield.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. Trailing big here in this fourth quarter. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short.
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So it's the Rams here that take home the W, and it was thanks in